we have made it to the final video of the year. Technically, this is uploading on the 2nd of next year, but like, you know what I'm saying. It is the final update for Project Pan 2024 and also my plans for Project 2025. This is going to be my 3rd year in a row doing Project Pan, and I'm so excited to share with you my progress. I'm really proud of the progress that I've made, and I'm changing some things and just how I'm going about this whole process for next year. But before we get into all that, I do just want to take a moment to shout out how we did this year on this channel. Thank you. I could not thank you enough to all of my subscribers, all the people that like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. This year was incredible on this channel, and you guys are literally helping me achieve my dream of being a full-time content creator. So much love and light your way. I hope you're having a good holiday. I hope you had a good holiday if you celebrate. But let's just get ready for this new year. I'm so excited. So let's go ahead and dive in. I want to go ahead and talk about my perfume pick. Honestly, you guys, I have not touched this Nude Sugar body mist. This is from Toni Braxton's brand called Nude Sugar. I got this off of the Flip app, and I will link. It was already broken, but it just broke some more. It does not, like, there's no freaking grip to this. The biggest issue for me with this and why I don't use this and haven't used it, like, it looks the same as when I showed it in my mid-year update. This component is just not good. The cap doesn't stay on. I've talked about how every single time you press down, the mechanism, the little spring, doesn't pop back up, so you constantly have to pull and then press, pull and then press. So annoying. But also, this is just like a very basic like vanilla sugar from Bath & Body Works. It's literally what it smells like. So I'm just like not moved by this at all. So this was a dud in my Project Pan. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about my other dud, 2 products that I basically didn't use. The next product I don't even have because I decluttered it, and it's not because it's a bad product. It's just simply I like other things better. So I'm talking about the Kimchi Chic Vanilla Bean Lip Liner. Now, the Kimchi Chic lip liners are only $7. They're a good liner. Reminds me of the Rare Beauty lip liners, but a little bit like stiffer and longer wearing. They're really good, but just, I don't know. I just love my Rare Beauty lip liners. The About Face ones, the Fenty Beauty ones definitely overshadowed those. So next is the Rem Beauty Foundation. Something I do want to go ahead and do for Project Pan 2025 is get a little scale so that I can measure everything in grams so we can really see physically how much product I'm using, because it's really hard to tell just because the product has really coated the sides of this foundation. But maybe you'll be able to see just like the blank spaces that I have in this foundation. So I'm able to see that I'm halfway through this foundation. I have a full review and a short on this channel about this foundation. If you are interested, it is still like top 3 favorite foundations for sure. But for next year, I'm not gonna include this. I'm gonna focus on some other things. Next, I have the REM Beauty Blurring Primer. Now, this is the travel size version. I did finish this up. She's a skinny legend. This primer is okay. I definitely wouldn't repurchase. I'm not a primer girly, honestly, for the face. Like, I rarely use a primer. I've just learned this year, I learned a lot more about just my preferences and just gotten more particular about the products that I buy and noticing like trends and what I like to use, and face primers is not one of them. This is really good for smoothing, but as far as like blurring or filling in pores, I didn't see any difference. But at the same time, I don't have big pores, so this product isn't really meant for me anyway. I really used this when I felt like I was a little dry in my problem areas, is like in my smile lines. I get really cracked or dry like around the mouth. and this did help with that, but it doesn't help with longevity, and I just didn't see any blurring, so I wouldn't recommend this. It's just okay. Next is a gloss that used to be one of my favorite glosses. I still love this gloss, but again, my preferences changed, and I just don't really wear nudes anymore. Like nude lip combinations, I love, like this is my cup of tea. I love a burnt red, a brick red, something brownie red. That is my go-to lip color to wear. So this REM Beauty Plumping Lip Gloss in VCR has not been used for the past 6 months. I'm gonna just be honest. It's also very hard to tell how much I've used, because I have used the heck out of this for the past 2 years, because this is still one of my favorite lip gloss formulas. Definitely my favorite like plumping lip gloss formula. And I love the color of this, and they also smell really nice and minty. So I still love this gloss. It's like the perfect pinky nude for my skin tone. I'm just not really wearing a lot of nudes. Like the way that I see my face now is I want like a tint of color, and sometimes when I wear nude lip combination, I feel like it washes me out. Does anyone else feel like that? I only really used it the first 6 months. I will not be putting this in next year's. Another product from REM Beauty. This is the second year in a row that I've had this freaking highlighter in my project pan. It is Miss Mercury from REM Beauty. Now, also, just like the lip gloss, for the past 6 months, I have barely touched this. Highlight has just not been a priority in my makeup routine at all. And I honestly felt discouraged by this product because I've had this product for almost 3 years. It's been in my project pan for 2 years now, and it looks like I've barely touched it. And I have dug into the very center. There's a slight dip in the very center of the pan, but it is so freaking hard to hit pan on this. This is a harder pressed highlighter. It's not scratchy and it's not dry. I was thinking about putting in for the 30 in a row, but honestly guys, I'm kind of sick of seeing this highlighter in my project pan. So therefore, it's just going to remain in my collection. I'll just use it whenever I feel like it. I'm not gonna pressure myself to finish this highlighter. Okay, now the rest of these makeup products have really good progress on them. So I'm very happy to share that my Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer has got a big old pan showing in the middle. And also my e.l.f. Prime and Stay Finishing Powder has quite a nice pan as well. I've made really good progress. I will say, I'm kind of just like about this product. Like when I first tried this, I was like, oh, I understand. I understand why it was so viral, why everyone was talking about it. It was like the bronzer of the summer. This is a bit too sheer for me. And it's very easy to hit pan on this product because you have to go in so many times to get it to show up because it is sheer. And for many reasons, that's a good thing. I like this product. I don't love this product. It's also very expensive for what it is, so I will not be repurchasing. I mean, it barely shows up on me, so just didn't have like a lot of motivation to wear this. I'll definitely finish it for sure, but it's not going in next year's project pan. Now, this little powder I have used so much, specifically in the past 3 months. I use it all the time to set my eye primer or my concealer, whatever I'm using on my eyelid. I always use this powder to set, or I'll just go over my entire face just as the product is intended for, as a finishing powder. I don't love it underneath the eyes because it moves around too much. I don't think I'm gonna repurchase it. My other product from e.l.f., if you've been here for the past year at least, you already know about this eyeshadow quad. I've talked to death, I've used this to death, and I am proud to announce that I'm not going to talk your ear off about this eyeshadow quad anymore. I still love this little thing. This is the e.l.f. Bite Size Eyeshadow Quad in I Love You a Latte. It is so good, and compared to last time, I have made, obviously, very, very good progress. I'm actually not going to repurchase this when I run out because I definitely will like completely use this up for sure. Because did you guys see Natasha Denona is releasing a new mini 5-pan palette, and it's just nudes and they're matte. I know it's so basic, I know it's so boring, but when I saw that, like, my mouth watered. Like, I moved. I'm getting that Natasha Denona mini palette. I am. This is one of 3 products that I used up completely. This is also the only concealer I've ever used up completely. And it is the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Concealer. You guys, it's the Sahara in here. Like, there's literally nothing left. I'm not gonna repurchase just because the Tower 28 one has me in a chokehold. If you have dry skin, or if you like a very glowy serum-y concealer that looks like skin, that's so undetectable, that does not look like makeup, you would love this. And if you watch my Best of Makeup 2024, you would already have seen my progress that I made with my NYX Fat Oil in Missed Call. Another reason why I want to get a little scale is so that I can measure like lip glosses like this, especially if they don't have a clear packaging and you just can't see like the progress that you're making. But I have made very, very good progress on this. I use this all the time. This is my most used lip gloss, aside from like my REM Beauty Glossy Balms, but those are like newer to my collection. This is going into Project Pan 2025 because I'm determined to finish this. All right, so I have my little sheet here. Here she is. Let's talk about my REM Beauty blush stick. I brought out my second favorite shade in this formula just for comparison so you could really see how much I freaking love this shade. So this one is Front Row Center. This one is Audition. It really doesn't look like a lot, but I shaved off a couple millimeters. I featured this in my favorite blushes video. I will link here somewhere if you're curious to know like what my favorites are in general. And this is going in Project Pan 2025 because I'm really determined to finish this thing. Next one is my LA Girl Blackout Pencil Eyeliner. So with these pencils, I don't include the butt because there's nothing in here. So right after the butt of the pencil is when I line it up with the paper. And that's pretty freaking good. I feel like I used probably half of it. My whole mentality for Project Pan 2025 is I need to stop putting in products that I want to force myself to use because I don't use them. Now, I'm gonna put in products that I know I'm already using and just go ahead and finish them because I'm already using them, because I realize that putting in something that I don't use often with the hopes that I will use it more just because it's in the Project Pan doesn't work for me because I won't use it. Not to say that I don't use this, obviously I do. The proof is in the pudding, but I haven't really been wearing like eyeliner or a lot of eyeshadow in general, so just knowing myself, I am not gonna put this in Project Pan 2025, but I'm sure I will finish this next year. Now, these next two are pretty insane, and I did end up finishing both my Moira Warm Toast and my Sandy Brown. They look rough. Like, it's just the cap and the butt showing, but this is very satisfying to see. You can see just the tiny little warm toast that's left, but the product completely fell out, so she's done. But I love this lip liner. It's still one of my favorite lip liners of all time. And here is the progress. And then we have Sandy Brown, which also looks the same. Like, yeah, like she does have like a little bit in there, but when it gets to this point, like sharpening this is basically pointless because the product just breaks and it crumbles and it's just too much. So I'm just gonna go ahead and retire her. Also made really, really good progress with Miss Sandy Brown. All right, the last product that we have in Project Pan 2024 is my AF94 Matte Rat Lip Crayon in Soda Popped. I love this freaking thing. It's my favorite matte lip product still to this day. I love it. I didn't really use this for like the past like 3 months just because I got so into like these glossy lip combinations. We shaved off a couple millimeters, so that's pretty good. Again, knowing myself and knowing that I'm just a glossy lip person and I'm always going to pick that over something like this or liquid lipstick or a traditional bullet lipstick, I'm not gonna put this in Project Pan 2025, but know that I still highly recommend this if you're a matte lip girly or if you need a product that's gonna help other things you put on top wear forever. This is the one. Like I said before, we're gonna go ahead and put Missed Call for the second year in a row. We're gonna put REM Beauty Front Row Center for the second year in a row. I am keeping the tradition of including one fragrance. This is a top 3 fragrance for me. This is my favorite fall fragrance still. And I have made really good progress on this one. Definitely going to finish this. And is the Kayali Love Fest Burning Cherry. So here she is. We're a little bit more than halfway. I do have a short. I know it's on my Instagram. I'm not quite sure if I uploaded it on this channel, but I do have like a mini fragrance review, just like talking about the notes and, you know, all my thoughts on this. But basically, if you want to smell sexy and seductive, and it's like a cherry that's like smoky, like a cherry with a little bit of vanilla, but mixed in with just like the right amount of musk, where it's not sickly sweet and it doesn't smell like NyQuil. Definitely giving like a nighttime fragrance. It's not really giving something that you wear every day. It's giving like when you're going out on a date, when you're going out and you want to feel sexy and you want like that kind of energy of like people coming to you or people being like intoxicated by you. Love Fest Burning Cherry. I know I said before that I'm not a face primer person, and I'm not, but that is exactly why I'm putting in this face primer, just so that I can get rid of it and to stop buying face primers, because I just don't use face primers. A moisturizer is literally all that I need. So this Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Glow Serum in the shade Main Squeeze. This is the lightest shade I believe that they have. This is a really nice product and I like this primer. It smells like cantaloupe. I'll just show you a little swatch in case you're curious. So that's the shade. It's like a peachy champagne, but even if you have a deeper skin tone, like you can still wear this. It's not going to look metallic or like have that very obvious tint, but you can see like how glowy and glossy and hydrating, so it feels really good on the skin. I am including another foundation in this Project Pan, but this is my favorite foundation and also one of my most used foundations, so it makes sense to me and it seems very realistic for me to be able to finish my About Face The Performer foundation. I have 2 shades, and if you're curious, I always leave my foundation shades down below. And this and the Rem Beauty foundation and Medium 7N are the best foundation shade matches I've ever found. They're literally perfect for me. So if you have an olive undertone or if we're shade match buddies, M2 Olive in the About Face Performer and then REM Beauty Sweetener Foundation Medium 7N are perfect. Just looking in there, it looks like I've used like a good third. But again, I will get a scale, and like next update, I'll as soon as I get the scale, I'll weigh it now. Mid-year update, I'll weigh it again, and you know, we'll see how many milliliters that I've used. I'm putting in another concealer for my Project Pan, and because I was able to finish the Physicians Formula one, and that used to be my favorite, I'm feeling very confident with the Tower 28 Serum Concealer being in here because this is now my favorite. It is what I'm wearing underneath my eyes, and honestly, this is the only under eye concealer I use. If you ever see me in a video or like in a photo, this is what I'm wearing. There's no other concealer in my rotation. Next is a product I've actually already hit pan on, but I'm definitely determined to finish this Kosas Cloud Set in the shade Comfy. This is the medium shade. There's the pan right there. I talked about this in last week's video. This comes domed. If you know, you know. If you've seen this product, you know how much product is domed. So it's crazy to me that I've already used so much of this, but this is my favorite powder. Like, if I could only keep one powder, it's gonna be this powder. And I'm absolutely buying the full size of this when I'm done. I have 2 lip glosses before we get into the stick products. So along with Mist Call from NYX, I'm also putting in the other shade that I have in Supermodel, which honestly looks the same. It's just more pinky. I'm having this like renaissance, love affair, resurgence, something with this Kaleidos Untamed Glow Glossy Lip Glaze in Freefall. I've been wearing it in the past couple of videos. I've been pairing this with NYX Line Loud lip liner in the shade Sassy. If you're like similar skin tone to me or like a little lighter, try this combination. This is like the most interesting lip product I think I own. It is a black gloss, so it has a clear base, but like a little bit of like black in the base. As you can kind of see it right here, like the gray undertone, but it just has so many different colored shimmers in here, like purple, silver, blue, so many different ones that it makes your lips look so glassy. Here's our little sheet. So I'm going on vacation, so I'm not gonna start like tomorrow. I'm gonna start January 2nd when I come back from vacation. So here we already have our REM Beauty stick. We already know what that one looks like. I'm including my Milk Makeup bronzer stick. This is my favorite bronzer stick and I'm already using it. So here we go. Then I'm including this Essence Nude pencil I've been talking about so much to cover my acne, but also love this in the waterline. And I'm almost done with this, so I figured, why not? I'm gonna finish it anyway. So here's that. Then I have this Colfi eyeliner in Cheeky Chiku. Now, I kind of messed up this morning, and as I was pulling it out to see like how much I had, I accidentally squished it. So I'm kind of fearing like scrolling it up all the way to show you, but I did measure it before I broke it, so I'll just go ahead and show you now. But I will say, if I continue to use it and it does like completely break, I'm gonna go ahead and put in another eyeliner, and I'll give you an update on that if that happens. And our last 2 products are 2 of my favorite lip liners, both from Fenty Beauty. They're traced out lip pencils in Rubber Bands and Extra Thigh. You guys are already very familiar with Extra Thigh at this point because I feel like I wear it in like every other video. So here is where we are at with Rubber Bands. And then here is Extra Thigh, which is, oh, I was like, that's not right. These are very creamy, so that's why it's looking a little limp. But that is all for Project Pan 2024. Moving into Project Pan 2025. Those are the products. I believe we have 15. Again, thank you for an amazing 2024 from the bottom of my heart. I cannot express to you enough. We almost have 1,000 subscribers here. It's crazy. And if you want more Get Ready With Me's tutorials, reviews, and other makeup things, then go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I'm sending you guys lots of love and light, wishing you a happy new year, and I will see you